Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone, because it's not even the morning anymore. I only say it is because yes. If you can hear that really annoying noise, that will be my brother playing the recorder. Anyway, it is Sunday the 3rd of February, and it is 1:45, and yes, I'm still in pyjamas, and pyjamas, woohoo! And I am ill. In true fashion, I am ill because I get ill at least once a month. Can you hear it? Because I can't tell right now. Because I remember my last cold. I got really badly blocked ears. I hated every moment of it because I felt like I was shouting at people. But today, hopefully, I will get started on part 3 of the definition of love because I just really want to start on it. I'm probably going to start off at my desk and then kind of make my way over to my bed because I'm ill. Good afternoon, everyone. So it is Tuesday the 5th of February, and yes, it is 10 to 3 and I did not go to college today. Basically, yesterday I was meant to go to work. However, I decided to call in sick because of this goddamn cold. I didn't want to be like coughing and sneezing everywhere because I did keep coughing. And so it meant that yesterday I was drinking a lot, and obviously I can't I wouldn't have been able to keep going to the staff canteen to have a drink every 15 minutes. It just would not have been feasible. And then the sneezing as well. I didn't want to be like spreading any germs. Plus I was like doing this throughout the day as well, so that would have created more germs. I didn't want to be in a bacteria festered place while I'm like that, like pretty much all over me anyway. And then today, basically the same. I spend a lot of time around the same people at work and at college. I don't want to be spreading around my germs that much, obviously, because I've missed work and college. It means that I'm going to find it a lot harder to get back into like college for the rest of the week. I've obviously gotten dressed as well. I've done quite a bit actually. I've also, like last night, I went ahead and sorted out part 1's outline for A Funny Kind of Love because I changed the girl Madison to a guy and named him Mason. So it was originally Madison, then Marcy. Actually, no, it might have been Marcy first, then Madison, and now it's Mason. But yeah, there's a character, like a minor character that I've changed there. I filmed an impromptu video and that's all ready to go tomorrow because it's going up tomorrow, so I've got 3 videos in a row going up, which is great. And now I'm just going to do some work on the definition of love. I'm going to set up with my 2 monitor setup and get to work. It is dark now. You might be able to tell because I've had to turn my light on, and I've been working for the last hour and 20 minutes and I got chapters 11, 12 and 13 done. I don't actually remember. Hang on, let me have a look. I actually don't remember when I started this vlog, but I think I must have started it when I started part 3, because I started that on the 3rd of February. I'm making great progress, and yes, I'm very spotty. I'm not entirely sure why. It might just be my body going through changes, because you know, bodies do that. And I have been sat here with this setup for that last session I've just done. Okay, so I've actually just been thinking about things, and I realised that I really want to do a write-in, like a live write-in. I just don't know when. I'd like to do it at some point this month. So I am probably going to end up doing that on, I don't know, probably a Saturday. But as for now, I'm just taking a quick break, and then I'm going to get back to it. Good morning everyone, it is Friday the 8th of February, and I'm actually having to be a little bit quieter today because my sister is in bed. I woke up this morning at like 20 to 9, got up, had a shower, gotten dressed, and I have done my hair and my brows, and it is now 2 minutes to 11, so I actually did not plan this because I usually have like no time between getting ready and lunchtime, that I just don't do anything at like between that time of like finishing getting ready and the beginning of lunchtime. So because it's only 11 or 1 minute to 11 now, I'm going to go ahead and see how much revising I can get done in half an hour, and then I'm going to get some lunch. I've just been obviously working for half an hour, and I managed to get the first 2 scenes revised of chapter 17, which I'm really happy with for the time that I've been spending on it. But now it is lunchtime. I have now had lunch. It is about 1:10. Yeah, with a bit of a long lunch break. I never really intended to have long breaks, long lunch breaks, but they somehow end up happening. Anyway, I have, I'd say, about 2.5 hours before work. Is that right? Yeah, about 2.5 hours before work, before I need to get ready anyway. So I am going to get back to revising. Okay, good afternoon everyone. It is Sunday the 10th of February and it is now 1:20 and today has been, I don't really know, it's not been my usual Sunday because I think my last few Sundays have been me just kind of staying in my room pretty much all day and being completely disgusting, not getting out of pyjamas or anything like that. But today I've actually had to kind of have my self-care shower and my pamper shower because tomorrow I actually have an orthodontist appointment at 12:30, so tomorrow I kind of just need to get up, get ready, prepare my lunches for the week, or as much as I can. So yeah, I knew I wouldn't be able to have my self-care shower and do everything like that tomorrow. So I've decided to do that today. I've showered, I basically got up, had my cooked breakfast, showered, and now I'm here. It is 1:20 and there is actually a reason why I've come on camera, because I feel like I've got so much to update you on. So there's that, and obviously yeah, tomorrow morning I'm going to have to get up, get ready, put makeup on and everything, because I also do have work at 4. I should be able to get back in time. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do for lunch tomorrow. I feel like by the time I get into town, have my appointment, it's going to be pretty much 1 o'clock. So I'm thinking either just get something out, which is a bad idea because I'm trying to lose weight. But honestly, I've been good all week. So I feel like I could probably get lunch out. But we'll see. I might end up coming back here. Actually, you know what? Maybe I just need to have lunch out. So that's tomorrow. It's a bit of an unusual weekend for me because obviously this is just a bit of an unusual weekend for me. I actually also have a new water bottle. I say water bottle. I don't really drink water. I much prefer squash. And yesterday, I feel like this is really good for me, this kind of bottle, because I had 3 of these yesterday. So yes, there is all of that. So unusual weekend, like I said, but I have actually had this thing on my to-do list all week, and last night at 11 p.m. when, or 11:30 last night, I actually went ahead and did it because I'm that crazy. I don't even know where it is. I think it's in the back of my book I have for this whole the Definition of Love series, the whole of that series. So because of the nature of what I've wanted for this series, I've had this idea to kind of split it into two long series, and so that's what I went ahead and did last night. Okay, so I decided that because of the nature of the series, I felt like it should be split into 2. So we have the first series, which is the one with the definition of love in, which is the one I'm currently working on, obviously. the book I'm working on. And so The Definition of Love is book 1. Book 2 in the series is no longer a funny kind of love. It's actually changed to a story that I've kind of started developing. I don't have any characters for it yet. I just kind of have a general idea of how I want the story to go and everything like that, like plot wise. I think I already have 2 subplots, and I'm aiming for about 4 or 5, I think, to have the story like fully developed so it can move forward. However, I think because like subplots for me are, they kind of happen either like they weave in with the rest, with the main plot. They don't like happen at the very start of the book and they don't finish at the very end of the book. There will be subplots that finish like somewhere in the middle of the book and then finish before the end of the book. So that's probably going to end up happening with the second book in the series. And then the third book will be back to Lenny's point of view and her story after The Definition of Love. And then the fourth book will go back to Colton and what he'll like tell his story. And because there'll be single points of view, it'll mean that those books will be shorter than The Definition of Love. I think the second book will probably end up shorter as well, because I feel like there will only be a single point of view for that as well. And then books 5 and 6 will be new stories, and then the 7th book, I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be a 7 or 8 book series just yet. I'm probably going to end up going with 7, but if it is an 8 book series, then book 7 will be a new story, and then the series finale will be book 7 or 8. It's probably going to end up being either Lenny's or, one of the characters in one of the stories will tell the series finale from their point of view. And then the second series is obviously A Funny Kind of Love, and then what would have been the third book in the original the original series, just like the one series, that is now the second book in this series, and I'm probably going to end up revealing that title at the end of this year, hopefully, fingers crossed. So yeah, what would have been the third book in the original series is now the second book after A Funny Kind of Love, and then the third book will go back to Bailey, and then the fourth book will go back to Julian, and then books 5 and 6 are kind of the same as the other series, which will be new stories. So there might be a book, there'll either be 7 or 8 books in this series. I think it just kind of depends, like, when it comes to, like, characters and how many characters I'll have for the series finale, because the series finale is when I want all of the characters to meet, so it'll honestly depend on how many characters I already have. The series finale for the A Funny Kind of Love series will be kind of like exactly the same as the other series, but it'll be told from one of the characters in the second series, which will be interesting to do. And it makes me very excited because I now have a lot of outlining to do, and a lot of kind of just brainstorming and everything like that, like coming up with ideas for these new stories, because that will definitely be interesting. First series is The Definition of Love, and then the second series is A Funny Kind of Love, and I feel like those titles just have meshed them both together, if you get what I mean. And because it is now, I've now been talking for 10 minutes and it is now 1:30, I think I'm getting hungry, so I might grab something to eat, and then I want to carry on working on The Definition of Love, and I'm just going to be working at my desk. Somehow I have managed about 30,000 words. I think it's been about 30,000 words in 4 non-consecutive days. 4 non-consecutive days. And I've managed to complete a whole part in, if you were to count all the days that I've done on my tracking sheet. 4 days. I did the 3rd of this month. They're all this month actually. So I've got the 3rd, the 5th, the 8th, and today, which is the 10th. I'm sorry, but how the fuck have I managed this? I'm like, I knew that like last summer I did about 20k in 7 days, but this is about 30k in 10 days. But it's not really like 10 days because it's been 4 non-consecutive days that I've done this, because I've obviously had days off. Sorry, but what the actual fuck? How the fuck have I managed this? Obviously, I still have a lot more work to do. I have another 40,000. Actually, I think it might be something like... I think it's more like 35,000. It's more like 35,000. That is something that it's probably going to take me a bit longer, to be fair. But that's actually ridiculous. Good morning, everyone. So it is Saturday the 16th of February. I can't actually remember the last time I vlogged, which is probably really bad, but it is now half term and I have a week, and I do have work. So Monday, Friday and then Saturday I'm doing the early shift, which I'm really not looking forward to, but Saturdays working more means more money, so I'm not complaining about that. I have work, my normal shift 4 till 8 Monday and Friday, and then Saturday is 8 till 12 in the morning. Yes, good luck to me. I'll be waking up at 6:30 because it takes me about an hour to get ready. And I'll probably just end up doing my brows, maybe not even that. Yes, so I do have work this week, but the rest of the time I have to myself because I just have a week of half term, and I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to see if I can get all of part 4 done in that week. And on that note, I have made myself this little chart thing. You might not be able to see it, so let's zoom in a little. So today, the 16th, I've obviously got chapter... Oh, I'm actually gonna hold that back like that. So today I'm doing chapter 1, 2, 3 and 4. Tomorrow I'll be doing 5, 6, 7 and 8. And then I'm not entirely sure why I've just got 3 on the 18th. Is it a Monday? Yes. I've got 3 chapters because I obviously have work. So I've got 9, 10 and 11. And then the 19th, which is Tuesday, chapter 12, 13 and 14 and 15. 20th, which will be a Wednesday, I believe. Chapter 16, 17, 18 and 19. 21st, 20, 21, 22, 23. Then the 22nd is a Friday, obviously, so I have work again. So I've got chapter 24, 25 and 26. And then, obviously, the 23rd, I am working. So if I don't get 27, 28, 29 and 30 done, then I can always move them to the next day. And the ones that I don't do in this day, I can do in this day. So I might end up doing 2 chapters. Let's say I only do 3 chapters in this day. 30 will move up here, so I'll do up to 33 on the 24th, and then the last 3 chapters I'll do on the 25th, which is a Sunday, I believe. No, it's a Monday. I never said, but it is about 10 past 11, and so I have an entire day today. So I say an entire day, I've just come into an issue. I actually need to film throughout the half term because I've got 1 more video to film for this month. I have a lot to do. I actually have a lot to do. I might not get all of this done in 10 days, but that is the aim. If I don't, that's absolutely fine. I'm still making progress. And now I'm going to get to work on part 4. Okay, so it is now about 12:30 and I have just kind of finished the first scene of chapter 1 because I think chapter 1 is pretty long. Let's have a look because I've got one scene. I've started on the second scene. I've got a couple paragraphs of that, so that's that one. Okay, so there are 4 scenes in chapter 1, and each scene, the 4 scenes are all pretty long. I reckon they're probably about 1,000 words each, maybe minimum 700 words. So I have just finished scene 1. And one thing I actually forgot to mention before I started this is that I have been kind of working on the second book in this series as well. It currently has a working title, so I might as well tell you that now because it's definitely going to change. So at the moment it's just called The Stages of a Breakup. It's not going to stay like that because it doesn't fit the ideas that I've come up with for it. So I've got my character names. I'll tell you more about it towards the time I start working on it, I guess. Okay, so no, that's book 3. I need to try and find it actually because I have no clue where it is. Okay, so I have got lots of ideas for it. I've got the parts that it's gonna have, so it's gonna happen from April to July. I'm not entirely sure what year yet, but it's gonna be part 1 April, part 2 May, part 3 June, part 4 July. So it's kind of like, actually it's quite similar to The Definition of Love, because The Definition of Love is more like April, May, June, July and August, but I've got my characters and it's a bit like a funny kind of love in a way because it is music related. However, it's not necessarily about romance like the other 2 books that I've kind of already started. But it's not kind of like about romance in that way. It's more about self-discovery, and there's a bit of a mystery element to it as well, / thriller, as like a subplot, if that even works. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to work yet, but I've got April kind of planned out, May, I've got a lot of May planned out, I've got June pretty much planned out. And I'm really excited about this book because I reckon in the next week I will be able to start pre-outlining it, which is insane. And obviously I'll have different parts, so I think when I when I come up with my ideas and everything like that, I'll probably write in obviously I'll do it on my computer, so I'll probably do it in different colours, like the font in different colours, which will be fun, and I'm really looking forward to that. But for the time being I need to continue working on The Definition of Love. I'm going to go have lunch break and then get back to work. Okay, it's now about 2:30 and I had a call about probably 20 minutes ago from work. So I've been called in for this evening, which is a little bit annoying because I have just finished chapter 1 and I have 3 more chapters to do today. However, with that said, I'm actually just going to try and get as much done today as possible. So because I've been called into work, I actually have about, so start work at 4. I have about an hour and 10 minutes until I need to leave. So I'm going to spend that 10 minutes now getting dressed and getting ready for work, and then I'm going to spend the other hour just working on chapter 2, and then tonight I'm going to try and work until about 11-12, so yes, I'm going to be pulling a late one, but yeah, midnight is my latest point to be working, so I think that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. It is now about 10:15, and you're probably going to think I'm actually crazy right now, but I've obviously been home for about 2 hours, just under. But obviously I didn't say this, but I actually completed and finished, well, obviously I didn't think I was going to get to chapter 4. I didn't think I was going to get chapter 4 finished earlier, before work, and I did. So I was just going to do nothing this evening, but I've decided that I'm crazy and I am actually going to go ahead and sort out some continuity issues running through the book regarding the chapter, regarding the end of part 3, because it ends on a low note, and it feels very sudden, so I need to go back and add in more before that, so it doesn't feel as sudden and it feels more like it's gonna happen. So I need to do that, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Good afternoon, everyone. So it is, what even is today? It's the 20th of February, which is Wednesday. I thought it would be worth just kind of coming on here and kind of explaining why I haven't vlogged in 3 days. Basically, I know I have a lot of footage for this vlog already, even though it's only the 20th of the month. We only have 8 days left, actually. Did not think about that. It is currently about 2:10, and I think I'm just going to be working on my second draft. Again, in all honesty, I am getting kind of bored, because yesterday I took the day off, which is why I really need to get back into it today. Yesterday I actually took the day off of revising and I started working on a new project, but today I am back on the revision wagon and I'm revising again. And I did chapter 9 this morning, and I'm hoping that this afternoon I'm gonna get 10 and 11 done, because actually I think 10 is quite short. I'm not sure about 11, but I know 10 is like a page and a half long. Okay, so I've pulled out my 10-day first revisions of part 4 schedule. I've just pulled that out because obviously I talked to you about this. I think it must have been on the Saturday that I kind of started this, and I am only on chapters 10 and chapters I've only gotten up to chapter 9. So this is today. I'm actually quite behind, but the thing is, this is 3 days short of my actual goal, because I would really like to finish it by the end of February, but I still have a lot of work to do. So I believe my battery's flashing, so I'm going to go ahead and just get revising, because I hate it when I blab and I have to edit loads out. Good morning, everyone. So it is Friday and it's the 22nd of February, and today, yes, I am downstairs. Very quick explanation for that. Basically, my dad is expecting. I'm expecting some deliveries to arrive for my dad basically the whole day while I'm here, because I obviously have work later. And I also thought that it would just be easier, it would just be so much easier to listen out for the door and look out for like any delivery man if I was down here. So that's why I'm down here. I woke up at 7 this morning, got up, got ready, and it's now 10:30. I've just had breakfast, so I'm still a little hungry, but it is like about a couple hours before lunch. But yeah, I am gonna sit down here, I'm probably gonna play some music, and I'm gonna get to work on my second draft of The Definition of Love. And I've started working on the second book that comes after the Definition of Love. I don't know if I've said this in this vlog, but basically I have started brainstorming ideas for that book. So I have basically started outlining for that book already. I can't wait to share more with you about this book because, yeah, I think I'm probably going to end up revealing the title at the end of this year, kind of like what I did with A Funny Kind of Love last year. It's all very exciting, but it's 10:30, and I think I have a habit of starting at 10:30 over the last couple days, so I want to stick with that habit. Good afternoon, everyone. So it has been a while since I vlogged, and in all honesty I have just been busy. In all honesty, vlogging has been kind of like the last thing that I've been thinking about, and I don't know, there was just something that was just stopping me from vlogging. I think it was just the fact that I was so busy. But today it's actually the 25th of February, it's Monday, and I'm going to be completely honest, I haven't wanted to vlog, and yes, I have also been busy, because this week is gonna be busy, because obviously last week was half term and I had the week off college, but college starts again this week and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to going back to college. I'm not looking forward to waking up at 5:30 every college morning, but that's a different story. I believe, I don't actually know how far I've gotten with The Definition of Love. I think I have now done 21 chapters of part 4, and I've also done the last 3 chapters because I did those when I needed to get like back into the momentum of the book, and back into the book itself. 36 minus 21, it's really not difficult. 15, I have 15 chapters left to do, and I have 3 days left of the month. There is no chance I'm going to get that done because tomorrow, basically my college week, tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday are the last days of February. There is no chance. I am going to get the whole second draft done by then, which is why I will be carrying into the first week of March, and hopefully this weekend I can definitely get some more done of that. With that being said, I do have work on Saturday. I started working Saturdays again. I'm not entirely sure why. My boss never even said anything about that because my botch, that's really bad. My boss actually left. I'm not entirely sure what's happened. Not like just a case of him wandering out. It's basically just, you know, he's left and someone is taking his place, and I'm not entirely sure who yet, because he was actually the store manager, and I'm blabbing. Yeah, so I have work this Saturday, so I still have time to work on The Definition of Love though. I've also started working on the second book, which now has a title, but I'm gonna be revealing that in the summer, like May,
May/June time. I would like to be revealing that, but I will let you know more about that closer to the time, because it's obviously only almost March, or it is March for you now. And speaking of work, the other day, because I did the morning shift, I went and did a little bit of shopping, and I picked 2 candles up with the intention of getting something for my mum for her birthday, because that is tomorrow. But my dad has offered to pick something up for her at the last minute after work, so I'm guessing after work or in his lunch break, one of the two. So I'm going to be keeping these candles for myself. These are the Wickford & Co candles. This is vanilla and cashmere. This is quite fresh, and it's not too sweet either, but it is still quite sweet. On the subject of sweet, and my god, this one is definitely sweet, and this is the Apple and Raspberry Blush. But yeah, that is gonna be all for this vlog, because like I said, I just want to get on with my work, and I'm about to go work on the definition of love and start on chapter 22, and I will see you in my next video. And I can't actually remember when this vlog goes up, but I think it's either in a week's time or 2 days' time, depending on if this vlog is a bonus video or not. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this vlog, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe down below and ding the bell to be notified every single time I upload. I upload every Thursday at 7 PM GMT. All of my social media links are in the description down below for you to go and check out if you so wish to, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!